Okay, so now we are the last few parts ready. We are the CHER challenge. Okay, ready? The ratio of the number of ducks to cows at a farm was 7:4 at first. The number of goats was 3/5 the number of cows. After some ducks and goats were sold, the number of cows became 50% of the total remainder. What percentage of the ducks and goats were sold? Round off answer to one decimal place. Okay, I know you all get very turned off when you all see, wow, so many parts, or ratio, even or fraction, or percentage. Got so many parts in this question. So how to do? Hmm? But this will be the kind of questions which you will see, which in the paper 2, of course. So where do we start off from? That's the important thing. Where do we start off from? Okay, let's see. 50% of the total remaining. Okay, so that part there, actually, what I want you all to do is to find the common identity, or also known as a repeated identity. Okay, so can you see that? Yeah, just before this step here, can you see the 20? So remember when I was discussing with your solving strategies in ratio earlier, of course, quite a few lessons ago. When you have a common identity, all right, you got to make that common identity the same. So in this case, it is the cows that is the same. So from the ratio of 7:4, which is for ducks to cows, you also have the ratio of goats to cows, which is 3:5. And that's how we put it into a ratio to find our common identity. Okay, so you can see the steps there. So the common identity for 4 and 5 will be 20. And this gives us the ratio of the ducks to cows to goats. So now we can proceed to the next part. So some ducks and goats were sold, and the number of cows became 50% of the total remaining animals. Okay? But do you note that only goats were sold? So that means to say that the number of cows no cows were sold, and cows was what you call the unchanged. Number of cows remains unchanged, that means. Okay. So 50% of the total remaining will be 20 units, and therefore the total will be 40 units. So from here, can we find out how many ducks and goats were sold in terms of the ratio? Okay. So you can see from here, before the ducks and goats were 35, 12, which is 47 units, right? But after that, there's only 20 units remaining. So when you subtract away, you can see that the number of units sold will be 27 units. So the percentage of ducks and goats sold will thus become, remember this method which I showed you all in the last 4 or 5 questions? Take the fraction, 27 out of 47 times 100%. Okay, so in this CHER challenge question, I give to you all what you call repeated identity. I also give to you all change quantity, and then of course the final part, which is the percentage part, where you convert a fraction into a percentage.